Sunday morning. Happy Father's Day to everyone out there. I'm Gabriel Gonzalez. We are glad you're here. We had a rainy, cloudy, then sunny Saturday, everything in one day. But what will your Father's Day look like? Here to tell you your forecast is meteorologist Dominica Davis. Dominica, good morning to you once again.
Good morning, Gabe. Yes, we did have certainly a rainy, sunny, a little bit of everything, right, on Saturday. And now that rain and where the ground is wet is causing some fog this morning. And we're seeing visibility go down just a bit in the metro area. So we are at 7 miles. Not too bad. Certainly some other places much worse. E-Town has the worst fog right now. So be careful if you're out and about this morning, going to church services or just going out. Driving around some areas, you are going to have some tough visibility, and we won't really see that burn off until the next couple of hours or so. Here's a look at what we're doing right now in the metro area, and we do have the clouds around. We're going to have clouds and sunshine today. 73 right now at the airport. It is a very, very warm morning with light winds, and that is also catering to the fog. So 73 in Louisville, 69 in Shepherdsville, 70 in Bardstown. We have 60s up through southern Indiana. Today's highs are going to go into the 80s, and it is muggy out there this morning. It will stay that way through the afternoon. So here's a look at the radar. We're dry on the radar in the metro area. We have a few showers to the east. That's going away as well. Now this afternoon, more moisture is going to come into the area, and that will spark some showers and thunderstorms once again this afternoon. We could even be looking at some heavy rain and the potential for flash flooding. We'll time it out for you coming up and also get a check of that 7-day. Gabe?
All right, thank you, Dominica. On Saturday, millions of people across the country flooded the streets in protest against the Trump administration's handling of deportations with immigrants. Organizers called it No King's Day, which also coincided with President Trump's 79th birthday. More than 1,500 demonstrators across all 50 states and Puerto Rico, major cities from Philadelphia to Los Angeles, from Denver to Atlanta, and of course, a city that's no stranger to calls for change, Louisville. Around 4,000 people gathered in downtown Louisville peacefully, making their voices heard. This was one of the larger protests that we've seen in downtown Louisville in years. WHAS 11's Alexandra Goldberg and senior photojournalist Alyssa Newton were there on the ground, showing us it was more than just Trump's recent actions driving these people to the streets.
Louisville joined hundreds of other cities across America in the No King's Day protest. At times, protesters marched throughout downtown Louisville, closing down streets and ending up right back here at Jefferson Square Park.
This is what democracy looks like.
Louisville showed up today.
This is what democracy looks like.
We didn't want a king. We didn't want a dictator.
This is what democracy looks like.
About 4,000 protesters in downtown Louisville have made their message clear.
Donald Trump has got to go.
We shouldn't let fascism grow like this.
Trump is going to take our country over with his authoritarian ways, and we have got to fight for our democracy.
Louisville joined in lockstep with 2,000 cities across America for a No Kings protest in opposition to Trump administration policies.
We're immigrants, you know, we have to stand up for what's right. We cannot let our brothers and sisters get kidnapped.
I'm a teacher, and I'm here to stand with kids and my students that are immigrants and that overall are not being respected by our current president.
Many demonstrating against nationwide immigration raids.
This country is built on immigrants, and you should be proud of your heritage, but you should also be proud to be an American. This right here is what being American is about.
Several years ago, it was we were a sanctuary city. I hope we can recognize the value that our immigrants give to our community.
Lisa Migliori-Black believes America is backsliding on civil rights for everyone.
I think what they're doing, especially to our trans military right now, is absolutely shameful.
Lynn Elliott-Reed also saying the administration is targeting LGBTQ communities.
I'm a lesbian and I'm married, and you know, they want to take away my rights. They want to take away the rights of friends of mine.
No justice, no peace.
Their chants filling Jefferson Square Park with their demands. In Louisville, Alexandra Goldberg, WHAS 11 on your side.
And Louisville was not the only city in Kentuckiana that had people protesting. Photojournalist Levi Hammer and I were across the river where hundreds gathered at Courthouse Plaza in New Albany.
Hey, ho, ho! Donald Trump has got to go!
The protesters showed up at 10 in the morning. Many shared frustration with the Trump administration's first 6 months in office. One demonstrator saying he believes the GOP has become hypocritical.
Whenever you have a sitting president who openly mocks courts anytime they rule against him, who his cabinet members foment actual sedition among the people, and then you have him sending in troops to California against the wishes of the governor, against the wishes of the mayor. How can we be a conservative party who rejects the basic tenets of conservatism?
Thousands also showed up to the Indiana State House in Indianapolis. Despite pouring rain up there, it did not dissuade protesters from being there. There was also dozens of protests around Kentuckiana, including Shelbyville and more than a dozen cities in Kentucky. The marches coincided with the military parade in D.C. to honor the Army's 250th birthday. It featured more than 6,700 troops marching down the street of the Capitol. Moving on now, LMPD is looking for a man who it says shot someone after arguing over a box of chicken in the Russell neighborhood. LMPD responded to the shooting near the intersection of 22nd and West Market Street around 9 o'clock yesterday morning. Surveillance shows the two arguing behind the business. When one pulls a gun, police say the victim was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. LMPD needs help identifying the shooter. And take a look at this photo. He's wearing a white t-shirt, camo shorts, and a hat. He was also riding a bicycle. In a separate incident, police are also investigating after someone shot a juvenile in the Algonquin neighborhood. Police say they responded to the shooting just after 8:30 on Bulger Court near 37th Street last night. When officers arrived, they found a boy with a gunshot wound. We're told he was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. LMPD's homicide unit is handling the investigation. Anyone with information about either of these shootings should call the anonymous tip line at 574 LMPD. The Louisville law enforcement community will soon gather to remember the life and legacy of Detective Michelle Rush, who recently passed away after a battle with cancer. Detective Rush's funeral will be tomorrow, June 16th, at Southeast Christian Church on Blankenbaker, beginning at 11 in the morning. She will then be buried at Cave Hill Cemetery. Detective Rush was just 35 years old. The LMPD Foundation does have a fundraiser up right now to help Rush's family cover funeral expenses. You can find the link to donate on our website, WHAS11.com.